What is a peer group and what does it mean for your MSP? If you've heard of peer groups before, awesome. You're probably going to learn something. And if you've never heard of a peer group before, you are about to have your eyes opened to a world of opportunities and knowledge that you are about to step into. Before I get into it, my name is Harrison Barron, the founder of Growth Generators. We help MSPs grow at the end of the day, whether that's sales training, marketing, or business operations and scaling those businesses. We have started to get more and more involved in the MSP world, just even further than sales and marketing, and it is super, super amazing for us. So before I get into that, as always, there's a video description. There is tons of super helpful links down in the video description. I would highly recommend going and checking those out, from the resources page on our website to masterclasses to other helpful videos and just guides and everything that you guys really want or have asked us to make, we have made. So what is a peer group? A peer group is just what you think it is. It is a group with your peers. Now, you may be familiar with a peer group being people either around your age, around similar interests, but what if we could take that to the next level? And that's kind of the cool part about a peer group, is you're going to be surrounded by other people that are like-minded, focusing on one singular thing. In most cases, or in this case, other MSP, either business owners or salespeople, or maybe even a combination of those two. And now there are a ton of benefits to an actual peer group. Believe it or not, don't think you're going into a room full of people that are trying to steal business from you. That would be the wrong mentality. You have to come into it with an open mind and willingness to learn, but also a willingness to help other people. Now, the biggest thing that I think is worth its weight in gold with a peer group is the networking opportunities. I love networking, and a lot of business is not so much how much business you're doing, but they always say it's not what you know, it's who you know. And in this case, peer groups and networking is gold. The value that you can get from having a very real relationship with another business owner, with another person where you can learn. It's not toxic. It's not like there's a money exchange there, but it's for the benefit of multiple or you and that other person. It is gold. If you've made it this far, by the way, I'd appreciate you hitting the like button and that subscribe button. The next part of that is going to be knowledge sharing. There is only so much knowledge I have or other people have. The benefit of that is getting a group of people together in a peer group only lifts, a rising tide lifts all ships. And that couldn't be more true for a peer group. You're leveraging not only the network that everybody else has already, and they might have customers that they're like, I would never do business with these people. They either don't like them, they're not in the right industry, and that's fine. But now you can take that and share the knowledge with other people. Hey, we had this problem. We had this problem to scale. We had this problem to grow. All of a sudden, now you guys are all rising with that rising tide. Now, the other benefit that I absolutely love, and in my opinion, for me at least, is one of the best, is accountability. Because all of us have been caught playing too many video games, hanging out with our kids, whatever it is. In this case, I have dogs, hanging out with my dogs, just procrastinating on the things that I know I should be doing and not doing the things that I need to actually do. Well, guess what? With a peer group, you have a little bit more accountability. Somebody maybe not necessarily watching over you and saying, you know what? You're not doing the right thing. But hey, if you know that you're meeting with them on a weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly basis, now you kind of have an obligation to show up and perform so that other person doesn't think you're slacking. On the flip side of things, you're also keeping that other person in check, making sure that they are moving in the right direction. And this results in what I like to call benchmarking, moving through that process together. You're not going to go from $100,000 annual recurring revenue to $1 million in recurring revenue in 1 year in most cases, especially if you're a small business. That jump is tremendous. It's much easier to go from 1 million to 2 million than it is to go from 100,000 to $1 million, right? That's a 10x jump versus a 2x jump. But you can start benchmarking and checking where you're at and consistently moving across. The other benefit of peer groups and this kind of networking area is not only with that knowledge share, hey, at the $1 million mark, typically you're going to experience these kinds of problems. That's normal. This is how you can get through them, and you can start to share that knowledge and have other people help you get through the struggles. And not only that, you're going to get access to their resources. They're going to say, hey, you know what? I have so-and-so. I have this. I'm a part of this. I joined MSP Heroes. Shameless plug. All of those things help people move through that process. I have been a part of them. I am still a part of them. And it is truly, truly incredible how fast you can actually grow. Now, these come with typically, like I mentioned before, some regular meetings. And I would highly recommend, if you are thinking about doing it, you have to be serious about it. It is not something I would say you should dip your toes into and hope for the best. It is a full cannonball in, just like it is a full send when you actually go hit that like button. Now, how do you actually find peer groups? Because truth be told, they're not the easiest to find. There are a couple resources out there. What I would personally recommend doing is going to our Discord. You can go to growth-generators.com/Discord. It is completely free. It is, if you're looking to just meet with people, it's an absolute great resource. If you're looking to take it to the next level, obviously you can join MSP Heroes. It's a much smaller group, much tighter knit. And even those people are starting to break off and have separate meetings outside of the standard group meetings. But not only that, there's plenty of online resources out there. You can go on Reddit and make a post. You can go on Meetup and make a post. There are plenty of tech forums out there, and say, hey, I do this. I'm in this area. Would love to get to lunch, get lunch with XYZ people. And if you're still struggling to find your group after all of those options and you think everything's exhausted, pick up this little sucker. For those of you listening, I have my phone in my hands. Pick up the phone and call other businesses in the area. Tell them what you're looking to do. Go on LinkedIn is another resource. Message people. Hey, I see that you're over in my neck of the woods. In this case, I live right outside of Charlotte. I see you're over in Charlotte. Would love to get together, putting together a peer group. Would be interested if, maybe you want to come down and have coffee with everybody. And you could help facilitate that group. And that will help everybody over time. Will you have some competitors in there? Of course you're going to have some competitors in there. But for the most part, if you really do the right thing, you find a unique niche that you can serve better than anybody else, you don't really have competitors. You just have other people swimming in the same race next to you, but they're not taking up your lane. So I hope you guys found some value in this. I can't stress enough how valuable peer groups are. Meeting with other people, it is just pure gold. And I stress it and I talk about it all the time. A rising tide lifts all ships. And I want you guys to crush it. You guys check out my videos. It means the world to me. And I want to say thank you for that. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you want to join a peer group or you're curious to learn more, heck, leave a comment down below who you are, what business you're at. Maybe somebody might stop by and say, hey, you know what? I'd love to chat, or go in the Discord. Like I said, it's a great starting place. Love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then.